Now that 2020 is in the rearview mirror, let's focus on the new year.
Because let's be honest, nobody had 2020 vision for what happened last year. And I mean, nobody.
About 12 months ago, we came to you with our first housing market predictions for the year 2020. Well, we know how that turned out.
Before we bring you our 2021 housing market predictions, okay, you're just gonna have to wait a minute or so, or you just fast forward and we can't stop you, so whatever you wanna do. We'll take a look back at what we so boldly claimed last year. Everyone is talking about the looming recession and upcoming election. Will those affect the housing market?
Well, experts have been telling us that the beginning of 2020, we're going to see a real uptick in activity, and then things possibly slowing down as we get closer to the election. However, we really haven't seen that at all. We've seen a real surge in business starting with January of 2020.
Question number 2, if you're a buyer, should you wait for prices to go down until a recession hits or until after the election?
Well, Zach, there's no question that interest rate always plays a part in what happens in our market. And right now, the interest rates are incredibly low. We're seeing a lot of refinancing and people being able to afford a little bit more just because those interest rates have dropped.
Question number 3, if you're a home seller, what's going to happen with prices this year?
Well, I think one of those questions has somewhat been answered with regard to the buyers. Sellers are receiving, in many cases, multiple offers. That is driving the buyer to get out there, and home values will continue to go up, and that's also reflective of those low interest rates. Well, we weren't as far off as we thought. The housing market last year surged. I mean, big time. The housing market is still as strong as ever, partly because of COVID.
People's needs changed, interest rates dropped, and housing inventory became scarce.
Hey, hold on just a second. If you've had any thoughts of selling, buying, refinancing, or home improvements,
or info on the 2021 housing market predictions, we're your team. Call, text, email, or find us on social. It's easy. Now, back to the predictions.
Here we go. Bold prediction number 1 for 2021. Buyer activity will remain very high and at a very aggressive pace for 2021.
Interest rates are estimated to remain low throughout the year, similar to last year. Let's take a look at Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, MBA, and NAR. All believe rates will only top out around 3% by the end of 2021.
And people are still moving to Colorado, a lot of them, coming from higher tax states like California and Texas and Illinois, and they are ready to buy.
And to start the new year, we're already seeing properties with 100 plus showings and 25 plus offers.
Homes will be coming on the market, but just as quickly going off the market. I mean, in 2020, we had more properties on the market than in 2019, even during a pandemic.
Bold prediction number 2. More housing inventory this year than in 2020.
Let's be honest, it might not seem like it right now.
Entering the new year, we set a record with the lowest inventory in the history of the Denver metro area. Only 2,487 homes for sale in a metro area of about 3 million people.
But people's needs continue to change. They need more living space, home office space, bigger yards.
Plus, the reality is some people who entered mortgage forbearance when COVID hit last year in 2020 will need to sell their home. While it will be difficult and unsettling for those who must sell, the good news is it's likely they will have equity in their homes, minimizing the risk of short sales and foreclosures while also bringing some needed inventory to the market.
Lastly, there is hope and optimism that the vaccine for COVID will slowly bring our lives back to some sense of normal.
All of these reasons, we believe, will cause more people to make the decision to move in 2021.
Bold prediction number 3. The Denver housing market will see a 10 to 12% appreciation in the year 2021.
Now let's take a look at these national numbers. These 7 entities show positive appreciation ranging from 2 to 6% in 2021. Good, but not spectacular.
However, locally, home appreciation across the Denver metro area was about 13%. With the low interest rates, incredibly high demand for housing. And what we've already seen in 2021, it is our prediction that the appreciation will be 10 to 12% by the end of the year.
Okay, so you better hold us to these 2021 housing market predictions.
Well, or at least tune back in the end of this year to see if our predictions for 2021 came true.